You're right people, Alex Mathers here. Thank you for tuning into another video with me here on this lovely day in Tbilisi in Georgia. Today's topic of interest is staying positive. 6 ways I stay positive in the day, or at least try to. This isn't about being deluded into trying to make yourself think that the world is a wonderful place when it of course isn't in many ways, but we need to dig out of ourselves a sense of positivity, a state of positivity, and just feel good as much as we can to counteract some of the difficulties we tend to come across in the day. And we want to make sure that we're driven and we're motivated and we stay away from those lows too much in life. And there are tactics and tricks and states of being and ways of dealing with the world around you that will make things easier and will help you stay more positive. So these are my 6 ideas. This is going to be a bit of a quick run through my positivity sources of choice that I go through each day. Hope these help. The first one is to write down a list of all the things I'm aiming for in life that excite me, my goals, my dreams, the things that I'm looking forward to in life. I'm focusing here on the future. I'm becoming a child again for a few minutes and writing down some exciting ideas. I'm getting down and dirty with my dream world. And this always reinvigorates me, always makes me feel excited about what's to come. It makes me feel more excited about what I'm doing now in order to get those things. And yes, it's a little bit selfish, it's a little bit self-indulgent, but I think a lot of us fall into the other side of things and try and think too much about the external and try and and are allowing ourselves to be affected by the external too much, and we forget about our own dreams and our own plans. So for a few minutes, twice a day, I write down my goals and dreams and the things that excite me. Including some of the things that I'm grateful for, you know, all that same old jazz that people tend to talk about. But it's good, it's useful, it works. So that's why I do it. That's why I recommend you do it as well. So spend some time writing with a pen if you can. Get it physical. Write down your goals and dreams. Second thing that keeps me positive in the day is to immerse myself in positive material and deny negative stimulants and negative influences like the news, like too much violence in TV shows and programs and too much negativity, too many sad songs. All these things are very addictive. We are addicted, I'm finding, to things that provoke anxiety, things that provoke sadness, and we've just got to cut those things out. Why make yourself sadder, more depressed, more anxious than you could be with all this external stuff? And then in turn, flip that round and immerse yourself in more positive stuff. So positive audio recordings, positive podcasts, pleasant and fulfilling and motivating films and ideas and books and people and events, and just get yourself out in nature, if anything. You know, get yourself out into the real world, away from the fake stimulants that surround most of us and make us feel low. So immerse yourself in the positive. You want to give yourself that unfair advantage of totally immersing yourself in positivity. This is not about being deluded. This isn't about faking it till you make it. This is simply about choosing the positive path over the negative path and seeing how well you benefit from that. Third thing I use to keep myself positive in the day is to simply exercise. We hear about exercise, you know, left, right, and center, but it's mentioned a lot because it works. It lifts the good vibes in your body. It makes your endorphins pop. It makes your dopamine pop in a natural way, and it's good for your health. It reduces weight issues and all that kind of stuff. So many good positives, and combine exercise with positive audios if you can. I mean, I do that. I find that it encourages a lot more ideas and stimulates really interesting, positive, thoughtful, hopeful ideas that spur me on and excite me for the rest of the day. Fourth thing that I use to stay positive in the day is I make sure I finish stuff. So I tend to start the day with the harder things. So if I've got a list, and I encourage you guys to make a list of everything that you want to get done in the day, and I try and keep it fairly short so that once that list is done, I can start a new list if I need to. And I try and plan things a day in advance. So the night before I go to sleep, the night before the day ahead, I write down everything I want to get done. And I start with the hard stuff, but I focus on finishing. So I look for little things that I can also do and tick off on my to-do list. And you want to start thinking of yourself and seeing yourself and providing evidence to yourself that you can achieve stuff, that you can see results in the day, and that you don't just drag the carcass of your body through the day without achieving anything. And you need to also change your perspective a bit as well. And this means acknowledging those wins, acknowledging those small wins, those small results as well. So at the end of the day, I always, when I'm lying in bed and I'm thinking over the day that's just happened, I always make a point of mentally acknowledging all the little things that I achieved, no matter how small. Perhaps I cleaned up a bottle of spilt water in the day. That for me is a win. And just by acknowledging it, you feel that much better, and those positive energies and those positive vibes move into the next day, and you become more aware of wins because you are in that process now. You are in the habit of writing down and noting your wins. And of course, this all ties into being a finisher. So you want to make sure you're biased and you prioritize finishing stuff, and make sure the things that you finish contribute to that end of day list of all your wins. Next thing, I'm not sure what number I'm on, but the next thing I do to stay positive in the day is to avoid processed food and sugar, carbohydrates, all these things, all these lovely juicy things that we enjoy the tastes of, unfortunately have to go if you want to have a positive mindset and you want to be in a good mood. You might as well, again, take every advantage you can. This is going to mean taking a few sacrifices here and there, but if you see it in a different way, if you see avoiding things like sugar and coffee and carbohydrates, and you see, rather than worrying about how much you're missing and how lovely the days used to be when you could eat loads of sugar and chocolate bars, think about it in the new way, in that you are now opening up a new avenue to a successful life. You're making your successes easier to achieve because your mind is clear, you're not anxious, you're not overly jittery from the coffee. You're now able to focus on all the things that you need to do in life in order to succeed in a much more efficient way. So focus on the positive, focus on the drug of success rather than the drugs that bring you down. Next one, last, sixth way I stay positive in the day is I make a point of treating people I come across with respect, with a great attitude, with eye contact, with a smile, even though I'm not much of a smiley guy, but I try my best to stay smiley. And it does lift my spirits. I've got to say, even if I force it and I make a point of smiling at people, smiling with people, trying to make other people laugh, trying to make other people feel good, the onus moves away from me. It's not all about me anymore. I'm no longer the center of attention, and that takes a lot of pressure off. If you've got social anxiety and you feel self-conscious, focusing on making others feel better and improving the lives of other people has been a game changer for me in terms of just calming the hell down a bit and focusing on outside of my own brain and stop thinking about myself the whole time, and seeing the change in other people and being the leader, being the guy who goes around and just sort of treats people with respect. And well, obviously, I mean, that should be that should not be a question, but I'm talking about bringing a great attitude, maybe being a little bit over the top, but why not? Bring a bit of positive flow to those people around you, which is usually unexpected. Makes you feel good, it makes them feel good. It's a win-win. Eye contact, smile, all those good things. That'll bring you a lot of positive energy, as will all the other 5 points. Hope that helped, guys. Do send me some ideas in the comments below about how you stay motivated and stay positive in the day. And do subscribe to this channel if you like this and you want to see more like this. Do like this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.